All right, all right, all right, all right. What is going on, friends, family, associates, business partners, whoever? So my name is DeQuar Archer. Everybody calls me Q. Basically, what I'm doing is a AP Auvoria Prime presentation. Okay, so basically, I've been spread thin. I've done hundreds of thousands of presentations. So what I've done is I'm going to basically categorize this one presentation, which will be about 30 to 40 minutes. That way, everybody will be able to benefit and get a full, authentic presentation, okay? There's no filter. There is no skipping. I'm not going to cut my breathing. This is going to be as if it was a real life presentation, okay? So let me fix my camera. A lot of you know me. A lot of you who don't know me, my name is DeQuar Archer. I'm originally from New York City, New York. I moved to Virginia when I was 17, joined the military. Military wasn't working for me. So basically I became a contractor, and that wasn't working for me because I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time on my hands to do what I actually wanted to do. I was constantly making somebody money. All right. So basically, me and my wife started an investment company called Entrepreneur Incorporated, where we basically, as partners, invest in many multiple things. Now, what does that have to do with Auvoria Prime? Well, the prime example is Auvoria Prime. Auvoria Prime is basically an artificial intelligence software / education company. And of course, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you everything that you need to see. And I'm going to be very authentic and very vivid details with everything I'm explaining. But I just wanted to give you a backstory. So Auvoria Prime is an artificial intelligence software company as well as an education company. So all of you know in Forex, which is the power of currency, is how you make your profit. 96% of people who trade lose all of their money. And why is that? The reason why is because they have no team, no mentorship, nothing, no guidelines, no real formatted education. Okay, so that's where Auvoria Prime come in. Basically, while you're learning how to manually trade from one of the best Forex traders in the world, okay, you can cut your learning curve in half by utilizing their artificial intelligence softwares to make consistent conservative profit. All right, so all this sounds good. All this, okay, Q, this sounds good. Let me see. Let me touch it. Let me feel it. Let me hold on to it. And that's what I'm about to do. So right now, what I'm about to do is I'm about to share my screen. Okay, just bear with me. All right. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Welcome to Auvoria Prime's back office. Everything that you need to set yourself up for success is back here. Okay, so for those who don't know anything about Forex, in Forex, there are two ways that you make money. You make money when the currency pair that you're trading with goes up, and when it goes down. So when the currency pair that you're trading against is more powerful than the opposing currency, you put in the buy. If the other currency that you're trading against is more powerful than the first currency, you put in the sell. You're basically making profit from the power of currency. That's how Forex works. It's a $6.7 trillion a day market. I know what I'm saying. You probably do not understand, and that's perfectly fine, because Auvoria Prime is made for people who know nothing about Forex, as well as people who are just trying to enhance their capabilities, their knowledge, and make another stream of income. Okay, so what we have here is a whole back office, a whole dashboard. All the resources you need is right here, but the most important part of this back office is your academy. All right, so I'm going to click this academy and I'm going to take you step by step and show you how you can benefit from this academy. Okay. All right, so let's wait for this thing to pop up right here. Here you go. So welcome to AP Academy. So for everybody that's new, this is basically what you're taking right now. You're taking your first step into something that you know very little about. That's perfectly fine, because like I said before, this is what the platform was made for. So you'll take your first step, get your education, and then you will learn how to set up your actual product. Okay, so after you go through these modules, you will come your way down to the Forex basics. then EA Academy, and then AP Live, and you'll utilize the rest of the resources. All right. So the company currently has a total of 6 softwares. I cannot say if they're going to be more, but yeah, I'm kind of saying there will be more, because the plan of this company is to be the Amazon of artificial intelligence software. So let me go through each and every last software, how much it costs, and how it's going to benefit you, because that's the most important part. Q, all this talking is good and everything, but let's talk about the money, and that's where I'm getting to right now. So let's get to the softwares. Excuse the internet, it's a little slow. And like I said, I'm not cutting anything out. I'm not filtering anything. You're getting the experience as if you are actually really in front of me. That the authenticity, like me being in front of you, is personal. And you taking this time to watch this video is very personal. And I do not take that for granted, okay? So here's our first software, which you can see in the big letters. It's an actual indicator. We have Arrow. Arrow is an indicating system. Basically, what that means is it gives you the perfect opportunity to know when to buy or when to sell. Because remember, in Forex, there's 2 ways to make money. You buy and you sell. It's not like the stock market where you're investing into somebody else's company and you only make money when the company goes up. No, that's not how it works. In Forex, you're investing in the power of currency. So what Arrow does is a basic indicator showing you how to make money from the buy or the sell, okay? So normally what I do is I show everybody the software after I do the explanation, but I'm gonna show you what Arrow actually looks like right now, okay? Because like I said, it's better, you know, it's good, it's a fancy picture, but you actually wanna see what it looks like. So let's see what it looks like. All right, here we go. So this is Arrow, an indication system. So like I said in Forex, the United States dollar is going up against the Canadian dollar. I know it's very small. You probably can't see. You probably have to zoom in or pause this video. But as you can see, here we are in Arrow, okay? And basically, the up arrow means buy. The down arrow means sell, okay? So who is this for? This is for manual traders. People who are actually trying to trade manually, do all the work, push the buy and sell button, and set their target price and a stop loss, okay? So the perfect thing about it is it's also made for people who knows nothing about manual trading, okay? So I'm gonna exit out of this is the software. This is what the software looked like for Arrow. I'm gonna exit out of this software and I'm gonna actually take you through the course, all right? All right, so to access the course on how to utilize Arrow, you will click Access Setup Course. Fixing my camera. All right, so here we are. So the introduction to Arrow, basically how Arrow was created, the overview, the setup, access to your VPS, Arrow setup, and all the different strategies. Basically showing you how to best utilize the software, okay? So here you are, it's a total of 10 different strategies. The creator of Arrow is called Nathan Williams, all right? And you basically watch his videos and you will practice on the strategy, practice on the demo account so that way you can best utilize it on a live account, okay? So here's a resource for Arrow. Let's go to the next software. All right, so here we are, the moment you've all been waiting for. You said artificial intelligence. Here we are, expert advisors, the automated system. Basically, these softwares basically trade in the market from the settings that you set from each and every last software. What does that mean? That means you get to set your weekly goal. You get to set how aggressive you want the software to be. You get to set what days of the week you want the software to trade. And if you don't want the software to trade, you can just turn on the off and on button, okay? So our first software right here is called Gearbox. What is Gearbox? Gearbox is a price action system. Gearbox is a software made to put you in a trade when there's an actual breakout in the market. Now, what is a breakout? Consistent breakout, meaning a consistent buy or a consistent sell. The gearbox will not enter you into a trade in consolidation. Now, what is consolidation? Consolidation is when supply and demand can't agree. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. And the market seems very, very choppy. It's kind of difficult to make profit that way, which is called consolidation. Okay? So gearbox don't put you through that. It skips the consolidation and it waits for price to actually make a move, whether it's up or whether it's down. All right? So that's gearbox. A lot of people don't like gearbox because they don't honestly have the patience for it. They want to see something quick. They want to see something moving. Gearbox is not that software, okay? It's made for breakouts and price action. I'm gonna take you to the next two softwares. They're actually brother and sister, and it's called Einstein and Alexandra, okay? Alexandra is made for the United States. Einstein is international. Now, these are the actual original softwares of Auvoria Prime. I've beta tested Einstein myself. Why are there two of them? Well, for one, Alexandra's made for the United States because the United States has a thing called compliance where you can only get into a trade when you approve the actual text message, a notification giving you more control of your actual profits, okay? Einstein's international. It's automatic. You do not have to click approve or deny. You just basically set the settings and you turn it on and you watch it go. Now, how are they different from Gearbox? Alexandra and Einstein are a counter trend system. What does that mean, Q? I don't know. What does counter trend mean? Basically, from the analytics that the software predicted, they can already tell when there's going to be a retracement. What is a retracement? Let's say the market goes up into a buy. Alexandra and Einstein has already predicted when it's going to actually reverse into a sell. So what does the software do? Instead of putting buys like everybody else, it puts you into a sell and it waits for the market to retrace, reverse, and it cashes you out on the target prices, okay? Counter trend systems. They are very active. You can set your weekly goal just like Gearbox. And if you are a counter trend trader, these softwares are for you, okay? So let's move on to our next software. Our next software is called Neil the Legend. Neil the Legend is a swing trading system, all right? So now what is a trade? Q, I'm new to Forex. What is a swing trading system? A swing trading system, basically in Forex, you have three types of traders. You're either a scalper, which somebody who trades and they make money within the minute. You're either an intraday trader or better yet, a day trader, somebody who scans the market by the day, looking at the past, what happened throughout the week. Then you also have a swing trader, which Neil the Legend is, somebody who buys something that's very low and you hold it for maybe a month, 3 months, 4 months, maybe even a year. That's what a swing trading system does. So Neil the Legend will basically put you in a trade, no matter what currency you attach it to, and it will hold it until it seems it no longer profitable, and then it will sell it, and then that's how you gauge your profit. How long does it take? Only the software knows when it hits its target price. The software sets the target price. That's why it's an automated system, okay? So let's go to the next software. The next software is basically Variable. Variable is a trend trading system. Now, what does that mean? It means whatever the market is doing, Variable will actually follow it to get you the most profit. Variable is one of the most advanced softwares out of the bunch because it hugs the trend based on the 6 moving average. Now, you might not know what that means. So to get more in depth with that, you will actually go and visit your Forex basics, okay? So a trend trading system. You have Stratamus. Stratamus is not out yet. It's still being beta tested, but Stratamus only works with exotic pairs, okay? So these are actual artificial intelligence softwares. They do what they do with your permission from what the settings you set from them, okay? So the one I'm gonna show you right now, I'm not gonna show you all of them. I'm actually gonna show you Gearbox, okay? So give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing to reshare, and we will see Gearbox. All right. So here we have Gearbox. So Gearbox, what makes Gearbox so good is that you can actually set Gearbox onto every last Forex pair that you choose. Okay, it could run up to 30 pairs at a time. That's what makes it also very good, because if one pair consolidates for the entire week, how are you going to make a profit? Gearbox will have 29 other pairs to analyze, and they all can consolidate for the entire week. So there's going to be some price action. Okay, so let me show you the control that you actually have with the software. So you basically click this pair. This is the United States Swiss franc. Okay, and then you grab Gearbox right here, and then you start setting the settings. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not going to go through all the settings. The settings review can be looked upon on your back office from the Access course. You can learn what each and every last setting means. Okay, but I'm just going to go over the most important settings, which is your weekly goal. Your weekly goal is very important. That's basically giving the software permission to try to achieve that weekly goal. Your starting lot size is very important as well. Excuse the beeps. I'm part of a live chat that is going off constantly. So the maximum number, now it's getting annoying. Give me 1 second. All right. I just had to turn it off. All right, let me reshare my screen. And like I said, I'm not going to filter anything. You're getting the real, authentic presentation. All right, so you have your lot size. You don't know what a lot size is yet, but you soon will once you go through your Forex basics. But the lot size basically control how much money you make per trade. Okay, let's get down to the most important part, which is the days of the week that you want your software to trade. You can have Sunday through Monday, Sunday through Thursday, Sunday through Wednesday. It's basically under your control. All right, and this is how you gain control. Okay, basically here is another huge part of control, which is the off and on button. You basically click on off. I don't know if you guys see this auto trading. Don't mind the pop-up right here. Click on and off, and that's how the software turns on and turns off. So this shows you basically the control that you have. Okay. Now that you see the softwares, let me stop sharing to share again. I just want to make sure that you guys see what I see. Okay. So at this point, I'm pretty sure you all have questions, and that's perfectly fine. The video, this video is basically to give you a full-on presentation of what you might be getting yourself into or what you might be investing into. Okay. So before I go over the price of the actual Access Pass, the price of the subscription, I'm going to talk about your resources and what are you getting from Auvoria Prime. Okay. So basically, what are you getting from Auvoria Prime? You're getting the whole entire academy, an education to develop a skill. Now, people focus on the money, but the skill is the most important asset, because as long as you have the skill, the money is going to come. Now, Q, what is the skill? What if I don't have enough time to become a manual trader? That's perfectly fine. That's why you utilize the software, creating another stream of income. While you're working, while you're sleeping, while you're taking a flight to another country or to another state, the software is still making you money. How is it making you money? It doesn't run off of phone data. It doesn't run off of Wi-Fi. It runs, and if you look over here as I connect, off of virtual VPS, a virtual cloud, making it very private, making it almost unhackable, meaning that your software could constantly run without, excuse me. I am so sorry. All right, so I just turned my Telegram off. But the virtual private cloud, basically a private server allowing your software to run without Wi-Fi, okay, without internet data, okay? So you're getting a virtual VPS, you're getting an education, and you're getting massive amount of resources. Now, where are the resources outside of Auvoria Prime? You can simply go to, and let me stop sharing to share again, because I really want you guys to see what I'm looking at. You can go to their actual YouTube channel. What? Auvoria Prime has a YouTube channel? Yes, they have a YouTube channel. A total of 3.91 subscribers and 706 videos, okay? So basically, you have access to the actual developers of the software. Now, the developers of the software, they actually go live on a Zoom every Friday or every Tuesday, depending on the actual developer. But if you can't make that Zoom, you can actually come to their back office and revisit the actual experience. The creator of Arrow, the creator of Gearbox, the creator of Neil the Legend, the creator of Variable, the creator of Einstein and Alexandra, all accessible in your YouTube channel on Auvoria Prime. Not only do you have access to these characters, but you also have your own personal financial advisor, Mr. Steve Vetero, who does a weekly forecast or a midweek forecast every Tuesday and Saturday to tell you what's going on in the market. Now, how did that benefit you? When you have your software and you don't know what pairs to attach your software to, it behooves of you to listen to whatever software creator developer you have, listen to what they're attaching their software to, see how aggressive or how conservative they're going, and move accordingly. Same thing with Steve Vetero. He does a weekly forecast of what is actually going on in the market. And in his live calls, people ask him about each pair, and he goes into detail about what he sees. He has 20 years of experience. Not only that, he has $25 million in his software that runs at 1% a week, 4% a month, okay? So why does he does that? Because it's conservative, it's safe, and it's another stream of income that he doesn't have to worry about, all right? So now that you know you see your resources, now that you see that everything is set up for success, here's the magic question. Q, does the software lose money? And the answer is no. The software doesn't lose people money. People lose people money. The only way the software can make a mistake is if what you do, you actually set up the settings and you do not actually move accordingly. If you move your settings to be too aggressive and you know nothing about the software, yes, you have the potential to lose money. If you do not look at the training, if you do not utilize your resources, you have all the capabilities of losing your money. Why? Because you're impatient? Because you want that quick money? Auvoria Prime, these softwares, Forex, is not made to make millionaires tomorrow, next week, or next month. It's made for the long-term goal, the vision, the frame, for you to have access to liquidity. You can become rich off of the softwares based upon your knowledge set. The more knowledgeable you are of your software, the more money you will make. And I'm going to give you a prime example. I'm going to give you two examples. One is personal and one is generic, okay? We're going to start with the generic. All right, so let me go to an actual Forex calculator. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share again. I love this thing, by the way. This is a good tool to use, a Forex calculator. So let me show you how money will be made. The magic word is compounding interest, okay? So let's say, for example, you put your funds into a brokerage, and I'm gonna go over what a brokerage is right after this. Let's say you put a total of 250 US in your brokerage, right? You want your software to make you 20% a month. Is it gonna constantly hit your weekly goal and hit that, make that monthly goal? Probably not. Probably will, depending on what's going on in the market. So let's calculate. Boom. You scroll down. This is what it's done for 12 months. So yeah, 12 months. You have 2,229 US dollars. Okay. Now, is it perfectly going to be 2,200? No. It might be 19. It might be 1,800. It might be 17. It might be 1,500. but it's still more than the $200, $250 that you first invested with. So it's still capital that you did not do nothing but utilize the skill that you've developed. Okay, let's do another example. Let's aim a little higher. Let's type in $1,000 US, 4% a month for 12 months. Okay. All right. As you can see, okay, $8,000, $9,000. It's not bad. Is it perfectly going to be that? No, because the market, nobody predicts what the market does. It constantly fluctuates. What you have is an expert advisor that knows how to move with it and around it. It might not hit your weekly goal every week, but it will strive for it. And you will have more than what you started with, okay? Thinking long term. Now, let's get a little personal, all right? Let's get a little personal. Stop sharing my screen to share my screen. Right. All right, so let's get a little personal. I do this in every presentation because not only is it real, not only is it coming from the heart, but it gives you a greater perspective of what legacy, financial wealth, and financial freedom really is, okay? So I had a son that was born January 14th, 2021, about 2 months ago, okay? Me and my wife, we started him off with a $1,000 account under Einstein, okay? So we put $1,000 in our brokerage and we set him up with Einstein. 5% a week, 20% a month, okay? So we let that run for an entire year, okay? So December 2021, roughly looking at $8,000 to $9,000. Okay, that's not bad. What me and my wife decided to do for our financial plan is to treat his software like a college fund. So we're going to put another $1,000 into it, making it an even $10,000. Okay, still at 5% a week, 20% a month. All right, let that run. That's it. Okay, so now December 2022, my son is roughly looking at $80,000 to $90,000. Could be 70, could be 60. That's still a good amount of money. Not bad. Okay. So let's say it did hit that 89 mark. We're going to put another 1,000 in his software for year 3, making it a perfect $90,000. Right? Okay. 5% a week, 20% a month. The end of 2023. Now, those of you looking at this presentation is like, okay, Q, you got to be kidding me. Come on. You're telling me that your son is going to have $800,000 in his software by the time he's 3 years old. No, he's going to have something close to it. He can even have more. He can have 500,000. He can have 400,000. He can have 700,000. He can have $1 million. The simple fact is, my son at 3 years old will have 6 figures in his software account by the time he's 3. And here's the best part. He's not allowed to touch it until he's 18 years old. That's legacy. That's financial freedom. That's an opportunity that I did not have. That's an opportunity that my parents did not have. This is how you break the chain right here. By the time my son turned 18 years old, he will be a millionaire, okay? He will have the choice to do what he wants to do. He can buy land, live in any country he wants, start his own business, fail, succeed, fail again. But he will have that choice, something that none of us have right now, unless you're a millionaire watching this video. And if you're a millionaire watching this video, kudos to you. You've made it, brother or sister. But my son, his future's already set for him. That's legacy. And that's what I'm sharing here with you. Think long term, compounding interest over time. We're not making millionaires tomorrow. We're not making millionaires next week. But think of the long term. And if you have a savings and a checking account right now, your money is already being utilized in the foreign exchange market. And you make nothing from it. You make 0.001%. And you don't even see those dividends at the end of the year. Me and my wife don't use the savings account no more. We put our savings in our software and we make our money. We let our money make money. Okay, so I just wanted to share that experience with you. I do it in every presentation because it brings perspective. Because a lot of people think, okay, This is something I get into, and tomorrow I'm gonna be rich. That's not what I'm telling you. Okay, so let me stop sharing. This is the financial plan. I advise everybody to create one for yourself. As you can see, I just didn't start with 1,000. I also have 500. I also have 250. Okay, and you're gonna see why in a little bit. But let's go into what a brokerage is. Okay, like I said, this presentation is gonna be very thorough. If you have any questions at the end of it, write them down. Contact me. I'm gonna put my information at the bottom of the link, and you'll be able to get more information. But let's go into what an actual brokerage is. Okay, for those who do not know nothing about Forex trading, what is a brokerage? 1 second so I can show you. All right, stop sharing to share. All right, so one of the things that make us legal, your money doesn't come to me. Your money doesn't go to Auvoria Prime. Your money that you put into your brokerage goes into your financial bank, a brokerage, somebody who's qualified to trade in the financial market. Your bank, whether it's Bank of America, Emirates, MBD, Dubai Islamic, Kuwaiti National, it doesn't matter. They're not qualified to trade for you or with you, but they are qualified to trade. A brokerage is your personal financial bank that is qualified to trade, whether it's regulated A or regulated B. Now, for those who are Forex traders, what is the difference? Okay, a regulated A broker basically allows you to trade, takes his fees for the spreads, and takes his swap fees. Okay, they get their money per trade, and they move along about their business. That's a regulated A, completely legit. A regulated B is somebody who not only takes their money from their fees, but they bet against you. Some countries is legal, some countries is not. That's why a presentation like this is benefiting you. That's why an education platform benefits you, because if you didn't know what you were doing and got into a regulated B, it would have been a little bit harder for you to be successful in the foreign exchange market. The good thing is, utilizing a software, artificial intelligence, a computer, going up against a human, it doesn't matter, regulated A or B, the software is still going to do its thing. That's the difference. For the manual traders, I suggest regulated A. Okay, so I use this Juno Markets for my brokerage. Okay, now I hope from how much funds I have in my account, nobody's going to come and look for me. Okay, and like I said, I'm being very thorough. You're getting the full experience of what I would say if he was actually in front of me. But it's basically where you put your funds so that the software can communicate and trade on your behalf. Okay, so how do I put funds on? Simple, deposit. Okay, you could do it. I only do it 2 ways. I don't really understand. I really don't know these other ways. I do a bank wire. Basically shows up with the bank information. You call your bank, you can visit your bank, or you could do it through a mobile app, depending on what bank you with. You type in the information, or you tell them the information, and within the next 24 to 48 hours, or maybe 72, you'll have your money in your brokerage. Or you could do a crypto transfer, wallet to wallet. Whether you use Cash App, Uphold, Skrill, Binance, Coinbase, the choice is completely yours. You would basically type how much you want to put in your brokerage, click pay, choose Bitcoin, process order, and then it's going to provide you with a BTC wallet. You would copy this wallet and you would paste it depending on what platform you use to utilize cryptocurrency. And you would click send to this address, and the money will get into your brokerage within the next 3 to 5 hours. Sometimes it hits it within an hour, okay? So that's what a brokerage is. That's how you utilize it. What makes us legal is we don't touch your money. Your money stays here. This is how you trade from this brokerage or any brokerage you decide to choose. I am not qualified to tell you what brokerage to use. I am not licensed to tell you what brokerage to use. This is the brokerage that I use, okay? Do your research, find out what works for you, okay? So let me stop sharing the share to make sure you see me. All right, so back to the back office. Still talking about resources, okay? With your academy, you also get an introduction to the Forex basics. For those of you who want to actually learn how to manually trade, you can actually learn how to trade from one of the best traders in the world, okay? So here we are at Forex basics, and this is for people, like I said, who don't know nothing about Forex, or somebody who's just trying to enhance their skills. Okay, so while we wait for this to load, all right, welcome to Forex Basics. Okay, and here she is, Adeza Duncan, one of the best traders in the world. I follow her on Instagram. You can copy her name, you can follow her. She is very motivational, she's very powerful, and she is a teacher. Not only is she a great trader, but she is actually a good teacher. Not every Forex trader can teach Forex because a lot of people can't dumb down the Forex terminology. She makes it, I don't like the word dummy proof, but foolproof. In every language, no matter where you are in the world, and it takes you from ground level to level 3, okay? So beginner to, I would say, intermediate. It will be up to you to advance those skills, all right? So this is what you're getting. In this package, this is what you're getting. Your VPS, your software, education, resources, like mentorship, a team. You're getting all of this. Now, Q, you've beat around the bush long enough. How much does this cost? And I used to bite my lip when I told people the price, but now I don't do it no more because it's worth every penny. To have access to a software. Let's say you have you have access to 4, but let's say you just want 1. You will pay $120 a month for the subscription for the software, because what the company is doing is you're not purchasing the software, they're leasing it to you. They're giving you the license to use the software. Okay, that's $120 a month, but your first initial payment to activate the VPS in the education will be $200 for the first payment, and then 120 after that. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that just in case I confused you. If you wanted to get started today with Auvoria Prime, my partner, you would pay today $200, and what that does is activate your VPS and give you full access to the education. Okay, give that full access to the software, and you set it up. You attach it to whether it's a live or demo, and you keep it moving. If you want access to 2 softwares, you would pay a total of $300, and you would pay $200 monthly, and it goes on. Okay, so let's just say you want access to 1. What does that mean? Q, do I only have access to Gearbox by itself? No, you have access to all of them that you can switch frequently, constantly, depending on your liking. Now, I always tell people, start with a demo account. That way, you get to best strategize, best utilize your software to the best of your abilities. Now, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not your boss. If you want to go live, you can go live. We have plenty of successful people with our team that have gone live and still are successful to this day. When you go with a demo, it's like doing wheelies with a bicycle, with training wheels. You feel unstoppable. You're practicing your craft, and you take them off, you're still doing it. That's the same thing. It's the same thing with going live, demo from live, okay? So now that you know the price monthly for 1 access pass, giving you access to 1 of these softwares, let me tell you how much your minimum deposit into your brokerage is going to be. Now, like I said, the deposit in your brokerage is not giving the money to me. It's giving the money to the brokerage that you choose. It's like your financial bank. So for Gearbox, I'm so sorry. This is, access this, and what I'm going to do. So what's going off right now, you hear in the background, is actually my Telegram account. So what I'm going to do, which I should have done earlier, is actually, instead of just clicking the X, I'm going to log out. So I do apologize. Let me see where we at. Log out. There we go. So I don't get these notifications anymore. It was becoming very annoying. And like I said, I'm not going to filter this out. You're gonna hear this. Okay. So Gearbox, 250 US into your brokerage. That's the minimum that Gearbox can utilize to compound with interest. Okay. Einstein and Alexandria, depends on where you are in the world. 400 US. We've tested it on a minimum of 400 US dollars. Okay. Neil the Legend, 400 US dollars. Variable, 1,000. Stratimus is not out yet, but the minimum would be 500. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That means for your first, let's say you want to go live today and become a partner with Auvoria Prime today. So if you got Gearbox, you would purchase Gearbox for $200 for your first and only one-time payment, and next month will be $120. Then you will put $250 into your brokerage. So that would be a total of, yes, $450 US dollars that you spent that day. That's why I always utilize, I tell people to go with the demo. You do not have to spend that much at one time. You could just purchase the software for $200 for that one-time $200. Then you can attach it to a demo, see results. When you build enough capital, you can actually go live. But if you have it like that and you want to spend 450, you're not actually spending 450. I take that back. That money is going into your brokerage account. So you're only spending 200 and 250 is going into your brokerage account. Okay. Now I know that might depending on where you are in the world, the currency might be a little confusing because not everybody know how to convert the US dollar to another currency. So what you can do is you can download a currency app and take my values, my currency, the numbers that I'm actually providing you, and you can actually type them in and it would translate to whatever currency that you are currently using, okay? So that is everything with the presentation. You're utilizing all your resources. The good thing about this is that I broke this down to where you can rewatch it, write down your questions, and you can contact me. We can jump on a Zoom, or if you're in Dubai, where I live, we can set up a meeting at my office, and then I can break it down with you even further if you need to. But I want everybody to rewatch this. Rewatch this, write down some notes, and do your research. Because the good thing about this is Auvoria Prime is now 1 year old, okay? Over 10,000 users, successful users. If you want to see results, let me show you where you can find them. Let me share my screen again. All right, so results. If you have a Facebook account, I want you to type in impact results and add yourself to the group, okay? What you're gonna find is a whole bunch of FX books. If you're in the States, it's kind of like a Carfax. Whole bunch of results from over 10,000 people. Go through, scroll all the way down, and look at what people are saying about Auvoria Prime. Over 10,000 people with 10,000 results. Make sure you can identify whether it's a demo or a live account. Either or, results are results. Numbers don't lie, okay? So that's one way to find results. If you want another way, if you have another Facebook group you can follow is Rising Moguls, okay? Over 2,600 members, and it's the same thing for results, okay? Do your research. Look at the YouTube channel. Go through the videos, see what people are saying. Look at them on Google. Whatever you do, I want you to take out that 4-letter word from your mind. Please take out that 4-letter word from your mind. I don't care what any review might say, but the 4-letter word, I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-C-A-M. Yes, scam. I want you to take that out of your mind. Because for me, I actually made that into an acronym. Still confused about money. When an opportunity presents itself and the first thing that pops in your mind is a scam, then you do not have the mindset for this type of opportunity. And you need to do some self-healing, and you need to do things that's going to make you actually accessible to things that come before you so you can take advantage of it. Don't think everything is a scam. Okay, I'm putting that out there. I said the S word. Don't think everything is a scam. Do your research, contact us, and we will set you forward. Okay, we're building a team. The Dubai team, Abu Dhabi team, Kuwait team, Jordan team, New York team, California. We're all over the world, international. Okay, not everything that's presented to you is a scam. And if you believe that, then you're never going to be rich. And I will tell you that if you were sitting right in front of me. Okay, like I said, I'm not cutting anything out, but this is the presentation for people who want to gain financial freedom. What am I gaining from this? I gain absolutely nothing but sharing information. Like I said, my company, Entrepreneur Incorporated, is an investment company. We are partnered with Auvoria Prime. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing information. And I would like for you to do the same thing. So that's the presentation. My name is DeQuan Archer. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. If you have any questions, I'm going to drop my information in the link. Please contact me. I will be happy to answer your questions. I'll beg all of you a good day, and I hope for those who have the mindset, you take advantage of this opportunity. And if not, maybe it's just not for you. Okay? So, blessings, peace, good night.